Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode from my York City FIFA 13 career. We have a game coming up against Man United today that I'm going to play. Quickly go in and check the squad ahead of this game. Energy is looking okay for most of the players. Form is looking really good as well. We've got Forster in goal still. We've got Walker, Lazarevic, Perez Alonso and D'Souza Silva at the back. Welbeck, Mona Fuentes, Baker in midfield with Son just behind Soriano and Welbeck, who have we got on the bench. Zuma, Shari, Godin, Muriel, De Guzman, Lemaire. Okay, I'll tell you what, we'll get Hayams in there for Godin. De Chilio can play left or right back, so he can go in for Shari. Hiramea, Taylor's injured. Canteros potentially have you up there. Medeiros is injured. Anyone else? No, that's it. So we'll bring Canteros up onto the bench. I'll get you up there for De Guzman. Lemaire, we'll bring you out for... Actually, yeah, we'll have Godin on the bench. Right, let's get this game underway. Next match, play match. Here we go. See who is currently in the Man United squad, playing their alternate kit. So they've got Medine, Bonaparte, Atsu, Anderson, Ince, Fabio, Mascherano's there. Shocker. Kagawa, Cleverly, Makeda, Keane and Keane on the bench. Intriguing. So, a couple of things to talk about when we get this game underway. Right, there we go.
Hello everyone.
Okay, so come on, let's get this game underway.
Welcome to you to today's game.
Yeah, so Man United have been in the news recently. Obviously, Wayne Rooney's attracting some attention from Chelsea. They've put in, I believe, it's around a £30 million bid for him, which is it's certainly a lot of money. I'm not too sure how much he is actually worth to me. I don't know how much you could really put a value on him and how much he's actually going to play. I know they don't really want to sell him to a rival. If they could sell him to a if they could have sold him to a European team, i.e. PSG or one of the Italian clubs, maybe I think Man United may have sold him. But to sell him to another Premier League rival it's not good business. So you can understand why they haven't accepted the bid. It is a lot of money, though, to be honest, for Rooney. Then again, you also think with a player of his class, is it actually enough? The way Chelsea are spending money, you'd think they could potentially go higher and bid more, but I think obviously Moyes has come out and said he'll be used if Van Persie's injured. So you wonder if he's just sort of going to be a sub, if it's going to be one sort of look at Zeko at Man United, at Man City. Last season he was used off the bench a lot, scored a few goals. You wonder whether that's potentially how Man United see Rooney. It's one of those. If I was a Man United fan, I'd be slightly worried about him leaving, because he's an absolutely fantastic player. But you also got to think, how much is he going to play, and how much are they actually paying him? It's you do. Well, I do wonder if he is going to get a lot of game time. You look at the system that they play, and Rooney has at times been getting very deep. That's the thing that did worry me as a footballing fan, especially an England fan, and it would have worried me if I was a Man United fan. But Rooney, there were times where he was the sole striker, but he was playing deeper than some of the midfield players, and he was trying to pick the ball up in midfield and create chances. But there was no one there to get on the end of the chances, because that was his role, and it has intrigued me as to the game is the style of play he's tried to change to, but I don't think his game suits that, and he is a striker, and that is his role. He can't realistically be a number. Oh, no, it's obviously not really a specific number, but he can't be that role that drops deep. The way Man United play, he's just not that. He's just not going to get that game, and Man United aren't going to score a lot of goals, and they're going to create the chances. Obviously, he's going to help create the chances, but there's going to be no one on the end of them because that is his role. Well, we shall have to see. It's going to certainly be an interesting development. Is Rooney potentially, whether Man United do sell him if he goes to Chelsea? Obviously, Chelsea have spent money already this summer. You look at their striking options. They've got Lukaku, who looked well at West Brom last season. Who else? Obviously they've got Barr and Torres. It certainly is interesting who Chelsea are going to try and fit. You look at their squad and they've got so many players there in midfield. I mean, everyone says Spurs have got a stacked midfield, but you look at Chelsea's. There's Ramirez, Oscar, Hazard, Mata, Schürrle, Kevin De Bruyne's there, Van Ginkel's there. You look at who they've got, and you think, how are they going to play all those? Obviously, there's Lampard as well. Completely forgot about Lampard. Yeah, they've got an absolutely amazing midfield, but you don't know who's going to play. It's certainly going to be a tough one to call, especially obviously. The reason I've been thinking about that is doing fantasy teams and whatnot. They've got a wealth of opportunity there, but you wonder if it's going to hinder their title challenge because they're just not going to have the consistency there. They're not going to have players playing there week in, week out. Actually, Mourinho's come out and said Lampard's going to get selected games. He's going to get games that are tailored for him, and he's going to use him. Obviously, he won't be playing as many games as he has done in the past. He's getting on a bit. He needs to be chosen for the right games. Sort of like other teams doing. Man United did it with Rio Ferdinand. They only played him in selected games. Obviously, chose the games that he was played in. Spurs did it for a while with Ledley King. He couldn't play 2 games in a week. Sometimes he couldn't play 2 games in 2 weeks. Therefore, they had to choose which game they played him for. Whether they risked him in a game against a team in the bottom half, whether they kept him for a game against one of the top teams, and you wonder how it actually affected the team in general. So it's going to be an interesting one, is how Chelsea's midfield gels. Signings Man City have been great. Negredo just needs time to bed in. Obviously in the Asia Trophy he had a number of chances and failed to put some of them away. So I thought he should have at least been hitting the target with a few of them, but he failed to even hit the target. Liverpool have got Suarez. It's an interesting one with Suarez. You don't really know what's going to happen there. How is he going to go? Is he going to stay? What's going to happen? You don't know how his behaviour is going to unsettle the team. Obviously, you've got Bale as well. You don't know with Bale, obviously, a lot of and Suarez, what the players are actually thinking. Because obviously, most of the time you haven't really heard from the player. You've heard from agents. You've heard from representatives of the player, representatives of the 2 clubs. Well, there's certainly, obviously, I think there's around 26, 27 days to go in the transfer window, so there are there's time left for players to move on. You expect a few more to move on. Obviously, Bale's the most interesting one. You wonder where he's going to go, if he's going to go. Let's get rid of Soriano, get down in there as well, make a couple of changes. Yeah, Bale is one you wonder what's going to happen. Is he going to go? Obviously, he's not come out and said anything. There's so many rumours flying around. I'm not even going to bother to try and get into any of those. You just it really is one of those, no one knows apart from people very close to the players to what's going to happen. So, but there's a long time left in the transfer window. You wonder, oh, Christ, I should have been on target. You wonder what else could happen, what else will happen. Arsenal have still yet to really delve into the transfer window. The potential few players going. Shamak on his way out. Gervinho as well. I believe he's having a medical at Rome in the next couple of days, if not already had it. So there's still a lot of deals to be done. I think Man City are still going to make a couple more. You'd think they're almost done with their squad, but then Man City are Man City. They'll end up spending another 30-40 million on one player just to stop someone else having him, you'd think, or whether they'd actually try and get a new player. But you wonder where they can improve. Their midfield looks good. They've now got Navas in now, so Yaya Touré's the main one. Shit, Tom Ince with a goal.
Save after save after save. It's a bit of a surprise when a shot gets past
Right.
I just think the pressure in the end.
Let's see what we can sort out with this game. See if we can salvage a point. Obviously, ironically, the player who scored there, Tom Ince, he's another one who potentially could be moving to the Premier League. Was it Cardiff, I think, went in for him, but it was either rejected by Blackpool or himself. Is that offside? It is, yeah. So there are a few interesting developments to be had. Obviously, like I said, there's a long way to go in the transfer window, so it's a shocking touch. So I still think there's a few big deals to happen. Obviously, Soldado signing. The deal's been done in the last couple of days for Spurs. They've finally got a decent striker, although some people are saying he's potentially too old. They should have got someone younger. But you look at who's available, you look at what they've got, and you look at his goals and conversion rate compared to their other strikers, and it's even better than Bale's. It's definitely better than Defoe and Adebayor. So that can only be a good thing. Obviously, Clint Dempsey leaving is a bit of a strange one. You wonder what the midfield's going to be like, whether they're just looking to get rid of some players, whether there's other players coming. Obviously, Paulinho's one that has already come in.
Found his teammate now. How did he do that?
You look at who else could potentially come in. There are one or two other players who could come in. Obviously, a lot of it depends on what happens with Bale and the money. Obviously, if he goes, obviously everyone's saying it's going to be around 100 million if he goes, but it's more a case of it's not really the value of the money. Not really that. It's a case of they won't get that money up front. It'll be in instalments, and there'll be some kept aside for the club. But a 1-0 loss to Man United, rather unfortunate. But we'll get another couple of games done as soon as we can. Get a couple more simmed, I think. Let's advance the schedule. Got a game coming up against. Is that Werder Bremen?
The Barclays Premier League. Aston Villa.
Can't remember. Yeah, I'm sure that's Werder Bremen.
Newcastle United.
Right. So I think with that loss, that's blown our chances of qualifying for the Champions League. Moina Fuentes out for 1 day. Youth squad report. Pascalani. We still don't know where he's going to be. All these players are going to be in the 90s, so we'll keep hold of them for now. Cruz, send me the next transfer window. Son, send me the next transfer. I've not been selected, but you played in the last game, fella. Oh well, fair enough. Cruz, you were a free agent signing anyway. Here and Maya sell me in the next transfer window. Wow. Okay, we may need to make some changes for this game as I wanted to let you know that I'm a bit worried about having read some speculation surrounding me. I want to ask you to give me another chance to prove that I'm best man for the job. Right. Let's see who we can get suggested for this. Deschilio, I think you may get a game here. We'll have to see. See who it suggests I should bring in. Well, surely Fraser Forster should stay in goal. Lazarevic, Perez Alonso, I'll tell you what. Kurt Zuma will have you in. Andy's looking okay. So basically what the team that I had was basically my full strength team. Yeah, that'll do. Hopefully. Next match, sim match. Hopefully we get a win in this first leg of the quarterfinal. We are away. Olympiacos were beaten 2-0 and 1-0, so they cut them out. But hey, we get a 2-2 draw. Fraser Forster injured in the 90th minute. Welbeck with a penalty. Bueno Fuentes with the other goal. Player injured, out for 7 days. So Cruz is going to get a chance to play in 1 game, maybe 2. We shall have to see. Not too sure how this is going to go. 7 days. We'll probably take it to the next European game, but we'll have to see. Right, so we're now down in 8th in the table, 6 points off Man United. Kelvin Baker, boss. I want to take a look at my contract to review my wage. Okay. Contracts, Kelvin Baker. Let's have a quick look. I do want to try and keep you if I can. Where are you, fella? There you are. Wow, you're on 1,500 a week, and you only want 2,200. Holy shit! You can have that. Tell you what. I'll give you 2,500. However, Marcos, don't really want to worry about your contract just yet. But far too many midfielders. Right, squad. Let's see who we can bring in for this game. Us to pick, just to see who it brings in. I think we'll give DeCilio a game if it doesn't bring him in. Hopefully Muriel gets a chance in this game. Here we go. Yeah, DeCilio, Muriel and Welbeck, Perez Alonso and Lazarevic at the back. I'll give Hirameyer a game. That'll do. See if we can appease him. Right, we're Liverpool. They are 10th in the table. Next match, sim match, and this will be the last one I sim, but I'll get moved up to the Werder Bremen game, and I'll play that second leg, and that'll be in the next episode. Another 2-2 draw. Perez Alonso suspended, and Loan Cruz, both keepers injured. Wow, and it was work goals for Welbeck and Welbeck. Player suspended, Perez Alonso 1 match. Player injured, out for 7 weeks. Okay then. Let's hope Fraser Forster comes back, otherwise I'm down to my 3rd choice keeper. Contract offer accepted. Thanks, fella. Right, squads, team management. Let's have a look. See.
Borussia Dortmund entertain Inter.
Fraser Forster, sprained knee. Well, hopefully you're fit, fella, for that next game. It's in a day's time. Advance. Oh wow, 2 games in 3 days. Holy crap. Muriel hoping to break duck. Okay guys, I will make the game against Werder Bremen the played game in the next episode. Thanks for watching guys. Cheers.